Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever or whenever you are in the world. This is a very special video. A number of people asked me about self doubt when writing, and Lord knows I surely have it. So I was going to do a video on that. And so I was perusing the internet to see how other people actually handle this sort of thing. I know what I do, and I was going to give that information, but I found a video, and it's a video where I think it's something that every single person on the planet can relate to, not only because of self doubt, but because of mental health issues and other things. I related it to myself with self doubt and such as that, but I saw it and I'm like, it's more important to show this video and have other people go to this particular person's channel and watch the video. I'm gonna I'm gonna give you the basics of what I believe self doubt, or what we call writer's doubt, can what how to overcome it. Because every time you do something, every time I do something, at least, I'm really unsure about if it's good, if it's not a joke. So, I mean, even with people telling me, it's really good, I get it. I get a sense of, almost see those poor fools who are trying out for American Idol, the first couple of episodes that they're making fun of people who've been told all their lives they're really good, but they actually are not. So that's always in the back of a creative's mind, and maybe in the back of everybody's mind when they go to do something that's slightly out of the box or put themselves out there. So I wanted to go ahead and do this. So we call self doubt in the writing. A lot of people refer to it as writer's doubt. And so when you create anything new, you step out the box, you're going to have a little bit of doubt. You always are. So you change genres. You have a different idea that's different than anything you've ever seen before. You're going to have the self doubt. Okay. Um, it's so prevalent in the writing community that there's memes about it. You're a real writer when you're convinced every word of your manuscript you just finished is the worst shit anyone's ever written, and that's pretty much how it works. Um, Friends and family may tell you, "Wow, this is great," and then it might be mediocre. I mean, you've got to have people out there who criticize. You've got to be able to accept criticism. Now, I get it. There's a lot of people who go on and review your stuff and tell you it's junk or shit, and they're never even going to explain. They're just jerks, pretty much. You're always going to think your stuff is mediocre, whether it's good or not. And then when it is mediocre, you're going to think it's mediocre. So it's really hard to evaluate things on your own, especially if you've got friends and family who are just yes men telling you what you want to hear. And you can't really blame them for that. They don't want to hurt your feelings. So it's important to have an outside person that you trust who is honest and who you trust to tell you the truth. Tell you the truth. Okay. Um, Self doubt will lessen from time to time, but it will never, ever go away. Um, you've got to overcome it. That's just the basic idea. So, understanding what we call writer's doubt can destroy your ability to produce a finished product. Okay. If that self doubt overwhelms you, you'll give up. Simple as that. And I'm here to tell you not to give up, to write, even if it is bad, because eventually you'll get it. It'll click. It'll work. It's just the way it works. Um, you're always going to second guess anything you write, especially if it's something different or new. Honestly, though, if one of my pieces is bad, tell me it's bad. Tell me why it's bad. Let me fix it. Let me change it. That's the other way to combat self doubt, is to fix things, to listen to criticisms, to understand where your reader or your listener is coming from. I mean, that works in everything creative, right? I don't understand this knee-jerk reaction of the mainstream to demonize and istifies anybody that's giving honest feedback. The biggest thing is to just write and forget about it. Now, down in the description below, I'm gonna link this full video, and please go to this gentleman's website and listen to it. He's been through a lot. Let me preface this video. It's a 9-minute song, but it's not really just the song. It's acting. It is a performance. This is like Broadway. It is the most spiritual and lifting thing that I've ever watched and witnessed. And it goes to self-doubt. It goes to a spiritual place of how to embrace hope, right? And if this young man can do all this by himself, then surely you and I can overcome that voice in our heads that are telling us that we're junk. So I'm going to share this. I'm going to present this. And like I said, I'm not going to get copyright struck. He actually likes people doing reactions and things. Please, just if you watch this, please go and watch his video. It is, and it's going to seem strange at first. I'm going to tell you, it's going to seem strange at first, but his guitar ability, his ability to sing, his ability to rap, it's all an act. You can see. So basically what this is he's talking, his inner self is talking to his other inner self. And he gets named. And it's a lot of metaphor, but it's done in such a way that everybody can, almost everybody who has seen this can relate to it, as far as I can tell. Okay. So let me share this. This, and you may have already seen it or heard it. It's called High Ren. And let's just get going here and start it so you can understand what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to play a portion of this and get it started. Notice that you've got the pig guy in the background. I think that's a theme throughout most of his, because he's battling things. He's fighting things. I have the captioning on, but it doesn't really capture because he's British. He has an accent, so it doesn't really capture the words just right. But if you listen, he's very good at articulation. He has almost an operatic voice. I cry every time I listen to the song, honestly. I'm not afraid to say that either. It's amazing.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
So this is the part of himself that he's trying to leave behind, that he's trying to overcome. And so we'll get into how he's going to do that here.
Hi, Bren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy.
Now you see how aggressive the alter ego is. That the voice inside yourself that's telling you that you're no good, to give it up, to stop. And if you try to leave me behind, I'm always here, right? That's what I get from it. Now, go back and listen to it. We're going to go forward here a little bit because I really want you to listen to his song, right? And they're arguing back and forth, and he actually goes into how you're not original, you're this, you're that, you're a joke, that kind of thing, right? But he names the voice here in the end, and this is a metaphor that this is a metaphor that, you know, it's a metaphor to the ultimate evil, but it's also a metaphor to hope and things. And he does use biblical context to do that because that's what the metaphor is. So let me see if I'm on the right spot.
You up in knots when I lock you inside.
All right, here we go. This is the alter ego.
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips.
Okay, so basically the voice in his head who's telling him he's crap, he won't do it. He's ripping off other people. He can't get ahead. He's never going to make it. That is evil. It's devil. It's not what you need to hear, right? So let's jump forward just a hair. All right. And basically is I'm the devil, you can't kill me, right? So how do you counter that? This is how you counter it.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope.
I am the voice you hear when someone loosens the noose on the rope. That is powerful. That's a powerful metaphor. Everybody has felt so down, and especially people who have, contemplated suicide. And when you can release that feeling of hope, I mean, he encapsulates it so perfect. This gentleman is brilliant. This young man needs a following, needs a contract where he gets paid. This man has exemplified that self-doubt, that thing, and how you must use hope to overcome that, and that hope is inside you, right? So let's continue on here.
And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Because I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that make to be strong. And when I am gone, I will rise in the music that I left behind.
And that's the point, right? We want what we've written to be perpetual, to remind people of us. Because even if they forget our names, they forget the name that I wrote the story, my ideas live on, right? Now, I believe there's life after death. I believe we ascend or descend, depending on the situation. But even if you don't, even if you believe that, you're done, there's nothing but nothingness at the end of this. Your words live on. Your ideas live on. That's one of the reasons we do this. It may not be a major reason, but it's the reason we do this. So, like I said, I'm going to put his video at the end here, and ultimately, anything to have to do with self-doubt, right? Anything to have to do with self-doubt. Just sit down and write. Just write and forget about how good it is, okay? You can edit. You can have somebody else edit. I mean, after all, they let Rian Johnson make The Last Jedi, and trust me, you're better than that horse shite. I promise. So again, if you enjoyed this video, I mean, don't subscribe to me. At the very least, go to this young man and subscribe to him. His name is Ren. If you just look up Hi Ren on YouTube, you'll find his channel. I'll put the link in the description below. And let this inspire you, because it did me. I listened to it like 100 times. I went to channels I'd never even heard of before just to listen to their reactions and watch them cry. It is amazing. Nobody I've been able to find has said something bad about this. And it is a performance. It's vaudeville. It's theater. It's more than just a song and performance. It is an encapsulation of the human mind, of how we act. So please, again, go to this young man's thing. I'm not even going to ask you to subscribe to me or share or anything of that nature. Please just go to Ren on YouTube, subscribe to him, play this song over and over again, share it out to everybody you can. Let's get this guy a contract with somebody, a television, a movie. I mean, anything. This gentleman, this young man is brilliant and pure genius. I can't say that enough. So again, thank you for joining us. And please hit that link in the description below and subscribe to this young man. Thank you.